10. Is our federal bureaucracy out of control? U.S. News & World Report, April 4, 1983, carried an article entitled, "Washington's Red Tape Just Keeps Rolling Out." This article called attention to several important facts. First, the federal government often loses our records, papers and tax returns. We are not forgiven any delay in filing papers and tax returns, but the federal government can delay indefinitely in providing us with data we need on our tax refund without any penalty whatsoever. This is a one-sided relationship which leads to arrogance and corruption. Second, federal regulations, tax forms, and instructions are written in an unintelligible gobbledygook. We have in the United States today 30 million illiterates and almost 30 million more who are functional illiterates. If PhDs have trouble understanding many of the federal regulations, laws, and instructions, how can the rest of the people understand them? Third, the paperwork is continually increased. I received a form from one department which asked for voluntary compliance with no penalties for failing to return it. As an agreeable man, I filled it out and returned it. As a result, I was sent a second and longer form with a letter telling me of the penalties for failing to comply. One way to get clobbered by Washington, it seems, is to be an agreeable and willing citizen. Fourth, we can add that much, if not most, of this paperwork is useless, and it does nothing except to spend the taxpayers' money on useless projects. Useless information is not information, but disinformation. It has a negative and harmful role. As long as a bureaucracy is not trimmed, the people are. We pay the high cost of misgovernment and over-regulation. As a result, inefficiency and corruption are increasing because the federal bureaucracy is too big to control, except by some dramatic and ruthless cutting. At present, there is no such cutting in sight. In fact, bureaucracy is our major growth industry. Every administration for decades has promised to cut back while increasing the power and scope of the bureaucracy. We are less and less governed by our elected officials and more by bureaucracies. We are increasingly getting a kind of government which cannot be called either a republic or a democracy, but only a bureaucratic oligarchy. As this new regime develops, freedom wanes.